How to make value scale feathers, part 2. All right, here's the materials you need. We're gonna need our value scales that we painted, which are dry, a feather template if you're in the classroom, a white pencil or crayon, and scissors. So please go collect those things now. Rightio, your first step is to trace or draw your feathers. I have 3 sheets of paper that I finished painting, so I'm going to use all 3. And I'm going to try and use my template, which is white, and it's on cardstock paper, so it's a little thick. And I'm going to try and fit at least 2 feathers on each paper. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to hold my feather down and press firmly with my left hand. And then with my right hand, I'm going to trace my feather with a pencil. And the reason we use pencil is so that we can erase. Great job. Now I'm going to use this kind of like a puzzle. So I'm flipping my template upside down to make sure I have enough room. And again, I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna hold it down with my left hand and then trace around with a pencil. Now we're going to cut it out, and I find that the easiest way to cut out these feathers is to cut out our big chunk first and then go around and do the fine details like those little triangles in there. Awesome, one down. So you see, I don't try and go around the little pieces first. I go around the big shape first, and then I cut out the little triangles. I find it's a lot easier to do it that way. I'm so fast. Now you're going to repeat those 2 steps, trace and cut, on each paper. So I have 3 papers, so I'm going to do that on all 3 papers. If you have less than 3, then you would just try and fill up as many traced feathers as you can. Great job. So we've traced. Our second step is to cut. And as you see, I do big chunks first and then cut the tiny chunks. Big chunk, tiny chunk. Big chunk, tiny chunk. Great job. Throw it in the trash. Big chunk. Tiny chunk. Super. Now you're going to draw different types of designs with your white pencil or your white crayon. This can be purely from your imagination. So I kind of just made these up as I went and just kind of went with the flow, seeing how I wanted to draw my feathers. Maybe you want to try different designs out on each feather, or maybe you want to do the same design on all your feathers. It's really up to you, and this is where you guys have voice and choice. So feel free to be as creative as you'd like. Maybe you want to draw your favorite characters on your feathers. Maybe you want to draw text or words. So I'm just drawing a lot of different types of variety of lines. So things that we learned in quarter 1, wavy lines, zigzag lines, thick lines, thin lines, sun lines, spiral lines, wavy lines, crazy line, any kind of lines that you want. Maybe you want to do little shapes. I did triangles, I did circles. Maybe you want to do little happy faces in there, a dashed line, a vertical line. I'm doing different varieties of thickness. Maybe you want to go over your lines to make them really super strong. And you're going to repeat that on all of your feathers. So any types of designs you'd like with your white pencil or white crayon on all your feathers. Super. Now we're going to make sure that we write our name and our teacher's name on every single feather. If we don't have our name on it, no name, no fame. So make sure that you write your name and your teacher's name on each feather, because there may be more than one John at our school. Super. And now we're going to put your feathers in your teacher's bin. So if you are Miss Baker's class, you're going to put all of your feathers in Miss Baker's bin and close it up. Nice job, guys. See you next week for part 3.